Good day. Hey, welcome back to the channel. Before we get this party started, to help my algorithm, because I don't think people are getting notifications from me, so make sure you click that bell and everything. Give me a big thumbs up before we get started. Like, share, subscribe, and all that other nonsense before we hit the road. Okay, let's get out of here. Hey, good day, and welcome back to the channel. I'm doing a little bit of a voiceover because the GoPro mic didn't start working until much later on in the video. So, you know, I solved this issue once before by just turning on the camera and doing like a 30-second test, 1, 2, 3, and then turning it off, and then the audio worked fine the remainder of the clip, the remainder of my videos. But, you know, what I wanted to talk about today was, you know, these big YouTube channels that have, let's say, 10,000+ subscribers. You know the guys, you know, they're always out there riding their motorcycles, whether it's a Harley or Honda or whatever. And, you know, my biggest pet peeve with these people is they go out and they spend, you know, $30,000+ just on a street glide. Then they bring it home, and the first thing they do, and I mean, they change the wheels, they put a body kit on it, or either that, they take it to, you know, I don't want to name any performance company, so we'll just say, you know, they take it to ABC Performance, and they have a, you know, a 131 bolted in with a turbo, and they just do all kind of crazy upgrades. I would really like for them to tell the general public, which is me and anybody else that may be watching, how much of a discount are they getting, number one, on these motorcycles, and number two, on these aftermarket parts. Look at the size of that tree that fell down over there. Oh, and coming up in this clip, you're going to see right after this turn, I believe, I'm going to be taking a left-hand turn up here. Got two deer that come out in the middle of the road, didn't know which way to go. It was kind of funny. So yeah, no, I would like for these people to actually come out and say what kind of discounts they're getting. Are they buying these motorcycles at MSRP? Are they getting them cheaper than MSRP? I know back in Massachusetts there's a dealership right on the Brockton, Mass, West Bridgewater line, I believe it is. For eons, and I'm talking 50+ years, and I don't know about today because I don't live there. I haven't lived there in 10 years, but when I moved down here 10 years ago, they were still selling motorcycles at MSRP, which was unbelievable. So if MSRP was, you know, $23,000, you paid $23,000. You know, they made a lot of their money on motor clothes and accessories. And I believe the deer are going to be coming up shortly. If you keep an eye out for them, I slowed way down. I just about came to a stop. It's hard for me to see while I'm doing this voiceover. I hope the voiceover comes out all right. But yeah, I mean, there's a big hole there. Yeah, I would like to see what kind of steep discounts they are getting from, you know, the manufacturers, whether it be Yamaha, Honda, Suzuki, Harley Davidson, or, you know, yeah, see that one deer in, and there's going to be another deer. Yeah, I thought I slowed down a lot more than that. Wow, holy crap. Maybe not. It looked a lot slow, but you can pause that video if you want, right around 3 minutes and 29 seconds. I might drop some music in the background when I'm not rambling on. And up here, you're gonna, a little bit further up here in this video, I missed my turn, and you're gonna see just how wide these handlebars when I go to turn around are. I mean, I am completely stretched out all the way, and it just makes me crazy. So let me ask, do any of you out there have, well, not so much of a problem, wonder just how big of a discount, you know, these people are getting? I mean, come on, you go out, you buy a motorcycle, you got $30,000 worth of motorcycle, brand new, sitting at your house. Then you run out, you spend another, I don't know, $1,000+ on a seat, another, $700-800 on handlebars, and you're upgrading floorboards, highway pegs, and stereo sound system, and I just think it's, hey, God bless the people that can do it, but there's no way they are paying out of pocket full price for all of this stuff. There is no way, absolutely none. So yeah, it just boggles my feeble little mind. And right over this hill is where I'm going to miss my turn, because I was too busy running my mouth in the original video. And speaking of the video and the audio, it's funny because after I had turned this camera off and took a pause for about 45 minutes, I turned it back on. The audio was absolutely perfect. And I don't get that. And like I said just moments ago, I eliminated this problem in the past by first turning the camera on and just saying, audio test 1 2, audio test 1 2, shut the camera off, and then when I went to record my content, everything was fine and dandy. I just don't understand it. And I'm using a new program here today. I'm using CapCut Free Edition because I tried loading Clipchamp. Clipchamp loaded on a computer fine, but man, oh man, it did not like the GoPro. Now watch here, I stop. Now you're gonna see, I stop, I try to pull into this driveway up here a little bit to make a U-turn, but these handlebars are just so wide that, I have a hard time, now, I'm maxed out as far as on the throttle side of it. I can barely get my fingertips now turning. Hopefully, that's what I mean. I'm stretched out all the way. My fingertips are on the clutch lever, and it's those handlebars just suck. They're just so wide. So when I get back from my trip from Maine, which is coming up next week, and I'll be gone for a couple of weeks. I'll be gone for how long? 2 weeks I'll be gone, going up to Maine to visit some family and see what's what up there. I'll probably need winter survival gear because, it's Maine, it's cold. I joke about the winter survival gear, but after 10 years of being in 90-degree heat, 9 months out of the year we're 90 degrees down here and humid, and we have a few days that are in the 60s and 70s. We got a couple of cool nights in the 40s and 50s, but that might be 15-20 days out of the year. And going up to Maine, we're going to have high temperatures in the 60s. Yeah, I'll be freezing my backside off. It's a real pain, but what can one do? So, and before I forget, as in the opening video clip, oh, by the way, that worked perfect because my opening video clip was actually at the end of the ride, so a little trickery there. How about a big thumbs up and, like, share, and subscribe, get my algorithm going for me. I don't think people are seeing my videos. All of a sudden in the past 2 or 3 weeks, granted I don't get a lot of views and I don't get a lot of comments, but I was getting more views 2 months ago than I did in the entire month of July, and I don't know what happened there. So it seems like people aren't seeing my videos. And even my wife, when she looks at YouTube on her channel or her login or whatever, my new videos aren't there. So that's I find that a little odd. I'll tell you right now, kind of hard to come up with 11 minutes of content doing a voiceover. I wish I could have remembered everything I said, but yeah. Anybody else wonder how big of a discount these, you know, big giant YouTube channels get. And I won't name any of them specifically, but I mean, I can give you the geographical locations, you know, a couple in southern Florida, couple up in Georgia, a couple up in one or two in Tennessee, couple out of Texas. Yeah, you know, and they had another big giant hole right there that I pointed out. Mega hole, that was a windbreaker. But yeah, you ever wonder what kind of steep discount they're getting at the dealership for, you know, the motorcycle? And, you know, how much of a discount is the aftermarket giving them? You know, whether it's, you know, pick an aftermarket company, anyone. Zero 3D, the lights, anything, what is it, custom dynamic lighting. I mean, how much of a discount are these people really getting? I would love to know, because I would like to get the inside scoop, because I could really use steep discounts on parts, because I need a good seat. I need a real good seat. Oh, and my handlebars are getting changed out once I get back from Maine. I bought the tall boy handlebars for the Harley Davidson. So yeah. Alright, I don't know what kind of more shenanigans we can get into, but I know I have a lot more editing to do, and I believe this was the only bad clip. And the rest of the clip should be good. So you got to hear my real voice in a quiet environment. Oh boy. So hang out a bit and take you through the twisties in I don't know, well, it's only got to be milliseconds till I get you back into the twisties, but believe me, it was about 45 minutes for me. And it was getting hot out. I think it's already 90 degrees out, if I'm not mistaken, at this point. It was 89 or 88. It was pretty close to 90 degrees. Yeah, I figured I'd take you through these little twisties we got. Fun day, it's hot. Not as hot as it was on Tuesday when I went to Sebring. Oh boy, that was hot. Yeah, I think the heat index when we were coming home in the afternoon from Sebring, it was like 121, 122. It was hot, hot, hot. Yeah, I gotta find a place to stop and have a drink. I don't have any way to get the water out of my handlebars. I bought a mount to mount it on the handlebar, but did not come with the correct screws. It came with some metric screws, like M8s or M6s rather, and I need quarter 20s. That's always the way, isn't it? So yeah, scrapey scrapey, did you hear that? Yeah, I got that kickstand down. Don't want to go too deep. Want to keep it in the center of the road. I like touching down metal parts and hear them scrape. I don't know why, I always have. Even on my sport bikes, my Kawasaki's. Yeah, I always went and found the maximum leaning angle to drag the pegs. Alright, I'm gonna let you go. I might bring me back in, don't know, stick around. Yeah, Yeah, I figured I'd bring you in, bring you down my favorite road. If the microphone sounds weird all of a sudden, it's because it's become dislodged from inside the helmet. Because I only stuck it in there with a piece of Gorilla Tape, and now it's just kind of flapping around. So I'm hoping the audio still works good through the Purple Panda. I'm just hoping the audio works. I mean, that Casio is surprisingly good for what it is. The only problem is the battery only lasts like 23 minutes. And that's, you know, turning it off, turning it on. I mean, if you run it continuously, it drains even faster. So, I don't know, I haven't figured that out. But I really do want to, this GoPro to work and work flawlessly, because I mean, it spent a lot of money on it, spent a lot of money on extra batteries. I already had to throw one battery out. Yeah, I left it in the camera too long, it swelled up, and it was less than easy to get out. Let's just say I had to work at it for over an hour just to try to get it out of the camera. I thought the camera was kaputskins. We got some utility work. Not sure what kind of utility they're doing. Tree work. Yeah, and they got the tripper shredder. No, we're good. Yeah, one-lane bridge. I like one-lane bridges. Very picturesque. So long as there's not, you know, an army's worth of utility vehicles there doing their thing. Oh. But yeah, I got it's 11 o'clock, 92 degrees. It doesn't feel bad at all. Trust me. I got me a nice big drink of water when I stopped, and yeah, just I didn't take my helmet off. I didn't want my head exposed to the sun, because I'm wearing like a do-rag type of thing over my head to keep the sweat out of the helmet. So that's a pain in the neck to get on and off. It's not a balaclava, it's just a tube, and I have it, you know, have it over the top of my head, down my neck. The sun's a killer. The sun is an absolute killer. So yeah, I don't know, got probably about another 90 minutes of riding. Get me home probably 12:30 or so. If I do the whole ride, I mean, you know, if I'm heading south, all I have to do is take a right, any right-hand turn on a main road, and I can get back to my house. Now that we're in August, come the 1st of September, I'm definitely going to take a ride out to Okeechobee. Go around Lake Okeechobee with my wife. My neighbor should be back from wherever my neighbor went for vacation. He's been gone since before Mother's Day. He went up to I don't know, Michigan, someplace. So yeah, I don't want to ramble too much, and what? Yeah, I don't want to ramble too much, so I think I'm gonna end this video. And thank you all for sticking around, and Hope you enjoyed this video. If you don't enjoy my videos, leave a comment and tell me why. If you do enjoy my videos, please comment and tell me why. Alright, so as usual, good people, big thumbs up, right? Remember, big thumbs up. Peace and God bless.